friends, this is Deval Joshi. Today I am going to talk about gender sensitivity. What do I mean by that? Before we move forward with this, I just wanting to make you understand there is a thin bottom line about gender and sex. Sex is something which is related to your biological pattern, which is related to your physical structure and appearance, and gender, which is very much relevant to your social adaptation, to your social identity, which you have managed by your own. So now when we talk about gender sensitivity, that means you yourself, you as an individual, you are considering someone as a person and not as a gender and not as a sex differentiator. Now when we talk about gender, we do have to consider male, female, transgender and LGBTQs as well. Why we are talking about gender nowadays is just because the equilibrium should be in a very set mode. Whereas the equilibrium starts with your own mindset. Now when we talk about equilibrium, what do you mean by equilibrium and how we can set this equilibrium by changing the mindset? Let me tell you one thing. We often see the things. By seeing that things, we often adopt that pattern, and that pattern becomes a behavior of our individual. So now we need to change our neurological pattern to understand gender. We need to change our neurological pattern to consider each and every gender as an equal gender and not as a specific one. Whenever gender sensitivity comes into a picture, we always think about female first and we always fight for them like they should have equal right to leave, they should have equal right to educate themselves, they should have equal right to earn for themselves and so on. Why it is so? We all are from the same gender, that is from the same species, that is Homo sapiens sapiens. Then why this subcaste is there? Female, male, transgender, LGBTQs. Why it is so? We are not here to categorize each and every one. We are here to categorize that person as if they are from the same root. That is human, that is the individual, that is the personality. And each and every personality, they do have their own limitation. They do have their own upbringing pattern. They do have their own cultural setups. Why we are not considering this? And why we always fight for this like this should not be there, this should always be there. Consider the psychological, neurological, chronological pattern of that particular individual and then, rather being judgmental, be observatory to that person and adopt that person as a person and not as a gender, not as a sex. One small example which I wanting to give you is, whenever we consider driver, we always think about male as a driver. And why not female? Same way, when we think about beautician, we always think about female first and not a male. This also shows that there is some mind blockage in us which shows that we are also not equally gender sensitized. Being a literate person, we should always think this part in a very first notice. The tags, the job profiles, the work deficiency, the skill setup, each and everything we need to consider as a equal person. Why female cannot do and male can do? It's just because they do have their own limitation. Like males are always into functional part, whereas female are always into presentation part. Males are very much technical in their skill set, whereas female are very much sensitive in their skill set. Male are always into logical thinking, female are always into emotional thinking. Male are always think about getting that work done, that's it. Whereas female, they want each and everything should be in a perfect manner. They want the perfect closure. Male are always being point to point, whereas female, they always want certain things in a very descriptive manner. This all are the things. It is not about their mindset, it is not about their culture, it is not about their upbringing, but it is all about the hormones, it is all about the genetical pattern which they carry. Male are from Mars and female are from Venus. This is a book by, let me give you one, John Gray. You should always read this book before you get into relation. Now here I really don't mean about that stereotype relation, husband-wife, boyfriend-girlfriend. I'm talking about each and every relation where both the genders, rather all four genders are coming into a picture. This book will really help you out to understand the pattern, the thinking pattern, the physical limitation, the psychological limitation about that person, about that gender. Gender sensitivity is not all about this. It is more beyond that. And we will definitely talk on this in a next video. Till that, I'm Deval Joshi. I'm signing off and thank you for listening me. See you in next video. Bye-bye.